Alright, hey everybody, Follow here, 9600 here. Today, we are going to be delving back into Fallout New Vegas. So, people who have been around on my channel for a relatively long amount of time now know I have made many attempts at Fallout New Vegas. So, as much as I love playing the game in my own time, and honestly, you can go ahead and see right now that I've been replaying the game recently, already put 19 hours into it. So it's not that playing the game was difficult for me. It's just that, I don't know, it seems like a series of misfortunate events. Like, this has always been my cursed Let's Play for some reason. Every attempt I've tried to take at it, it's just like ended up fizzling out because I can't get to the cool parts of the game fast enough. So I'm going to be trying to play it a little bit differently, and I would love to take your guys' advice, I would love to take your advice on the series. If there's anything you guys want to see me do, or any weapon you want to see me collect, or really just any quest in general, I would honestly love to do that. Just anything that I may not have done before, or wasn't planning on doing, or didn't want to show. Like, I want to make this a very interactive one. You get what I mean? Like, if there's any sort of skill tree, or not, it's not Skyrim yet, but any sort of skill you want to see maxed out, or any perk you want to see like got, or any set of followers or anything. So for the people that have played Fallout New Vegas, this is going to be hopefully a re-experiencing of the game, because it's certainly probably not going to be the way you've played it, and it may be more like the way you played it, so you can relate to it more, or something along those lines. My point is that I really want to make this Let's Play good, and very different from how I've ever really played the game before. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So, if you're watching this from the playlist, then you would have already seen the intro, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip it. It's an amazing intro. I would have loved to watch it with you guys, but honestly, you would have just been hearing me freak out the whole time. Sorry, I think Bandicam just kind of, or the game kind of froze. So, starting up, I did get the Ultimate Edition for the game, so I am going to be starting with a lot of stuff. If that bothers anyone, I will sell the stuff immediately. So, considering that I'm going to be talking a lot, I went ahead and turned on all of the, excuse me, ooh, sorry. I went ahead and turned on all of the subtitles, so hopefully if you did want to hear any of the dialogue, you will definitely be able to see it. As far as the reading of my dialogue goes, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to be handling that. And I apologize for my keyboard already. The way my setup is set up, like, you kind of have to hear my keyboard. Like, the way I have it set up now is honestly the best way to get like as little keyboard click as possible. I really recommend the keyboard though. It's a fantastic keyboard. Everyone that I've ever gotten to play on it really loves it, and the sound honestly is like really, what's the word I'm looking for? It's really, I can't think of the word. It's like V, maybe? I know you guys can't talk back to me. You're probably yelling it at your screen. I'll think of it while I'm changing up my character. So there is a certain way I really like to have my characters. Really, that's just like a preference thing. I know I said I'd be playing it differently, but I don't know, the characters are just really like, it always bothers me when I end up playing a character that I really don't like how he looks. So hopefully you guys understand that about characters in games where you can actually change the stuff. I think it's just rough beard. Yep. So that's what my Fallout guy usually looks like. As people who have been around not as long, where I had my intro, you can kind of tell that. Take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. That actually does have an effect if you're playing in hardcore mode. And just for anyone curious, no, this will not be in hardcore mode. However, what I am going to be playing on is a relatively high FOV. I really love high FOV now, but I don't know, TF2's been kind of spoiling me, or not spoiling me, but like chastising me lately because I like high FOV. So right off the bat, there is a ton of stuff to grab. If you're gonna want the 4 eyes perk, then go ahead and take the glasses. Actually, a really funny story about this game. When I first got it, I just got my glasses for the first time. For those of you who don't know, I wear glasses. So it was really cool to see that they had added the Four Eyes perk because I just gotten them, so it was really relatable to me in a way. So I went ahead and tried to get the glasses as early as possible, and that's a relatively large part of my build. Also, what I'd love to do, considering it frees up all the choices you can make, it makes you, in general, a really strong character, is just boost the fuck out of intelligence. Like, not all the way to 10. I mean, as balanced as it is to have them all at 5, I'm always kind of on the fence about which one to do because, like, a lot of the stuff later in the game enhances most of the things, except probably luck. And since I really love critical hits, I think I'm gonna... Did it freeze? Nope. Okay. Since I really love critical hits, I think I'm gonna go with that. Let's see if I can get a speedrun thing going here. Ugh. Okay. I keep getting frame drops. I don't think I'm gonna try and mess with it anymore. Just sit down, me. We'll wait for him. Yep, already sitting down, dude. You're very late. This is also one of my... I mean, I like the beginning of the game, don't get me wrong. It's just a lot harder to play than anything else, in my opinion. Dog, kick. House, demolish. Night. Silencer. Bandit, crush. Light. Inspiration, torch. I like heavy, honestly. Mother, human shield.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for. I reckon that ain't always the best.
Oh, I love that. If you say human shield on that one, it's so beautiful because he'll say that, and it's like it's a pretty unique line of dialogue for people who have never really explored those options before. I don't know. I guess I should answer these honestly, or I didn't hear that one, so
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I have no idea what that's trying to say. I strongly disagree. Strongly disagree.
Charge it.
Agree.
Almost.
I think it looks like... I don't know. I get a lot of these except for probably an oozing wound. I don't know. I do really like the angry two-headed ant. It does look like a girl standing in the shadows, but I never even saw that option, honestly. But I really love that. I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like. That's on the bearded man. I think it looks like a bearded man, but I know this is two bears high-fiving, I think. I know that was like a meme in the Fallout community for a relatively long amount of time. So, no, that is not what I want at all. So, something you may notice right off the bat when you're picking your tag skills is that what you just picked in your special heavily influences your skills. So, since I kicked my intelligence all the way up to 9, my medicine, repair, and science are 23, while the rest of my stats are just 15. So, if you really want to get a head start on stuff like guns or really anything that you like to see here, mine is just making it a tag skill to double it and essentially double it at this point, add 15 to it as a tag skill would go. Then do something like that. But honestly, I don't mind kicking up medicine, repair, and science, but because I never really want to make them a tag skill, and since it's only 7 points behind a regular tag skill, so for me at least, this really frees up your options that you get to have. I usually like to pick guns. Excuse me. Guns, I know I like speech, and the last one is always really kind of iffy. Just for the record, I'll probably not be going into survival unless someone asks. That's really all I can say. It's just like survival. I've never really liked the idea. It's in Fallout 3. It used to be big guns, so they had to add something. But I never really liked it. I also really don't like unarmed because it's like the worst melee. I guess I don't know. I think I'll go with barter. That's probably a bad idea. What does it make my repair? 38. Yeah, I'm gonna go with barter since I never really do that. See, I can be diverse. Alright. So now we get to pick our tag perks. These perks generally have a good side, or a upside and a downside. So you really want to pick them carefully for the most part, unless you plan to like build your character in a specific direction. So these are called traits. A lot of these traits are really in-depth, and I plan to go over most of the perks you can unlock as we level up anyway, so I guess I'll just take a short amount of time to go through these. Built to destroy. that first part pretty much explains it. I wasn't even reading. A flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. All weapons have a 3% chance to critically hit, but equipment condition decays 15% faster. So you have a chance to do more damage, but your shit rots real fast. Claustrophobia, you gain 1 to special attributes when outside, but suffer 1 when indoors. That's okay, but there isn't nearly as much outside activity compared to dungeon hopping like there was in a lot of other games. Like, really, if you're not outside, you'll definitely be in a dungeon, so I don't really recommend that one. Early Bird, just more, I guess I'll read it actually, I have no idea what that one does. Hey Early Riser, enjoy a +2 to each of your special attributes from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., but suffer a -1 from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. when you're not at your best. That is terrible. Fast shot. When using guns or energy weapons, you fire 20% more quickly, but your shots are 20% less accurate. I hate that so much. I got it once on a playthrough before, and I just hated it. 4 Eyes. I described this one earlier. While you're wearing glasses, you get +1 to perception. While you're not, you get -1 to perception. That's why I picked up those reading glasses earlier. No, they do not have to be reading glasses. They can be any kind, including authority glasses. Good Natured, you gain 5 to a lot of your passive abilities like barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, but suffer -5 for all of your offensive stats. So that's honestly a pretty good one, but it is a pretty heavy setback as far as damage output goes. Heavy-handed, your melee and unarmed attacks do more damage but less critical hit damage. That'd be pretty cool, but I don't know. If you're going for a luck build as far as critical hits go, you may not want to do that. Hoarder, you gain 25 pounds to carry all your capacity, but suffer -1 to your attributes, while anytime the weight you're carrying drops below 160. That's honestly not bad, but it seems more risky than the 25 pounds is worth. Hot-blooded. Sorry, this is kind of wearing me out to read all these. When your health drops below 50%, you gain +10% more damage, but you also suffer -2 to your agility and perception attributes. I don't really like that one either. Kamikaze, you have +10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you to have -2 damage threshold. So, damage threshold, the higher up it is, the harder you are to hit, and action points are AP. So, if you've seen Fallout 3 or any Fallout before this one, you will know that there is VATS, and we'll be getting into that soon, but action points directly relate to VATS. So, Logan's Loophole is part of a DLC trait. I'm pretty sure this one's a DLC trait. No one's going to put you in a pasture because you're going to stay young and level 30 forever. You'll never again become addicted to chems. And slowly. And they'll last twice as long, but after 30, you can kiss experience, perks, and skill points goodbye. That is so risky. No. Loose cannon. From frag grenade to throwing spears, you can throw weapons 30% faster at the cost of 20% less range. That is no. Skilled. You're skilled, but not experienced. You gain +5 points to every skill, but you suffer -10% from experience gain from now on. I can see the upside of that, especially if you wanted to get less experience so you could play the game at a lower level for longer. That's really just for people who like the challenge, though. Due to your small size, you have +1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. I don't like that one. Trigger discipline. When using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but are 20% more accurate. I usually really like to take this one, and it's always a toss-up between Trigger Discipline and Wild Wasteland, and I'll be getting into Wild Wasteland in a second. Basically, I really love being accurate. That's it. I was being serious when I said basically. A lot of people aren't, for some reason. Wild Wasteland. Wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of the post-apocalyptic America, not for the faint of heart or the serious of temperament. Wild Wasteland unlocks a lot of cool stuff, honestly, and you could make videos upon videos about exploring the Wild Wasteland. And this really unlocks the referential side of Fallout, because there are so many references and so many cool stuff. And I would honestly take it right now if it didn't get rid of one of my favorite weapons. And honestly, I kind of wish I had some feedback about whether or not to get it. But thankfully to console commands, I can get rid of Trigger Discipline and add Wild Wasteland. So tell me in the comments if you want me to get Wild Wasteland after this video, because I will gladly do that. Okay, so going over all the new traits you can get, I went ahead and picked Nearsighted. Is that what the thing's called? I think it's called Nearsighted. Anyway, really cool thing you can do is actually just talk to him here, and it'll give you all your old stuff. Thanks for patching me up. And then you will get Nice little hardcore mode thing. I would read it off, but if you guys wanted to read it, you can go ahead and just do that now. It makes the game exponentially harder, and I've been meaning to play through it again. I've only ever played through it once, and it was a speed run, so, you know, I'm going to go with no this time around, though you can turn it on from the menu at any point in time. So, now that we've done everything that there is to do in this first little house area, we will move on into the wasteland. So, I will see you all next time, and I hope you're excited for the series as much as I am. Thanks for watching. Bye.